Here we go, back in another game again. Starting off, where the two victors from the previous two games will be facing off against each other. The Vladimir band coming out for blue team. Rek'Sai band coming out. Oh, the Rise against Future Way. Dirty Rise, one trick. The Vladimir band coming out too. Rise is definitely a target pick against Future Way. Aurelia band coming out for Toboggan, since they most likely saw the last game. Cassiopeia coming through again, most likely for against Future Way. He's pretty good at Cassiopeia. Let's see what red team bans this time. All these three bans all target picked against Future Way. The Vayne ban coming out. I find that interesting. Why Vayne's still being banned? It's probably because of buns. Oh, picking up the Olaf for blue team. That'll be interesting. Most likely picking it away from the jungler from last time. Looking over the Zed, possibly the Graves. The Master Yi would be an interesting pick as well. Still hovering the Graves there. Oh, DJ Freelo picking up the Ezreal for their team. Yep, the Ezreal and Graves are both locked in. Olaf, again, I really like the Olaf pick lately. Hovering Janna would be pretty interesting to get a Janna in. Janna's always a safe pick for a support. You're not really absolutely destroyed by anything, but you can still be pretty pretty versatile, I'd say. The Nami as well. That would be very interesting to pick them both. So nope, locking in the Nami and the Caitlyn. The Nami Caitlyn lane, definitely a very big bully lane. The Nami empowering Caitlyn's autos. She just hits three of those off and then walks away, and that'll be quite a bit of damage. Picking the Braum, hovering the Talia. Nope, might be going for the Twisted Fate. Syndra. The Swain would be an interesting pick. Karthus, Kassadin. Echo. Yeah, I could see the Echo working very well with that team since they're Braum. Or the Zed. Or TF, actually. Yeah, TF would work pretty good, too. Um, I don't know what Future Way is trying to do here, but we'll see. We'll see what he picks. Gonna be going for the maybe going for the Karma again. Yep, gonna be locking the Karma in again for another game. So the Braum, Karma, Graves, Ezreal comp currently, I think that works out alright because Braum will just Q, Karma will snare, and then everyone else will follow up. The Caitlyn and Nami lane, I think, it'll be pretty interesting. Picking up the Ari possibly for Koala Ball. I don't know what the Swain would be for. Swain jungle would be very interesting. I don't see it working. Oh, so they lock it in. Oh no, it'll be Olaf jungle, Swain top, Ari. Alright. Oh, locking the Yasuo for the top lane. Alright. Well, not locking it in, but hovering Yasuo for top lane against the Swain. That'll be pretty interesting. He'll definitely need Immortal Reminder to, well, yeah, not, what's it called? Not Lord Dominic's. Oh, the Alawi maybe, yes. The Alawi would be a very interesting pick. Hey, there we go. So now we got an Alawi in the game versus Swain. So it'll be Swain in the top versus Alawi, Olaf versus Graves, Ari versus Karma, and Caitlyn and Nami versus the Ezreal and Braum. Um, this will be a pretty interesting game, I think. So coming from last game, there aren't any same picks for the side of blue team. Every pick for them was different. But on the side of red team, the Karma and Braum are the same picks as last time. The rest are different. Um, I I think the Graves, Ezreal, Alawi, and Braum are good, but they're very AD heavy. Luckily, they have a Karma to equalize that a lot better because of the immense amount of damage that mid Karma can do. Alawi versus Swain will be interesting. I don't think Alawi will do very good against Swain, but we'll see. Just in terms of matchup, not player skill, but we'll see about that. Braum gonna be picking up the Ignite for bot lane, definitely for the Nami heal and the Caitlyn heal. And it's also I'd hmm. So two Ignites on the side of red team. Definitely for Nami heal. Swain is really good too. Just ignite Swain in the middle of a fight, and he doesn't sustain much. But we'll see how this turns out. And we have a minute and 25 seconds now to get into the game. And here we are back onto the Rift once again. So again, teams will be pretty interesting. I did see in the chat lack of chokes. Um, yeah, I guess that would work because the most CC that they have both teams have a pretty good amount of CC. But choke points, we we never know how that'll go. I really like Red Side's team comp though. The Braum really just ties so many champions together really well. It's gonna be three mid, just gonna be going right there. Definitely just seen by the turret. Flashing that level 7 mastery. Standard starts coming in. Luckily, there aren't any people who haven't just, not bought an item, unlike last game. But just coming through. Everyone's just flashing their mastery, starting the game off. Standard's bottom side starts again. Or sorry, rather top side start for the Olaf on the Gromp. So maybe planning to gank bot lane at level 3. Ezreal hitting the first Q, Karma getting some decent damage on, losing that trade or not, really getting a good trade in. Whew, just barely missing that Q. Braum hits the Q onto the Caitlyn. Alawi just walking right up to Swain, just completely missing. Olaf is surprisingly got very low in jungle, not even when he finishes blue buff, but he's got good sustain, so I think it'll be alright. Blue side hitting level 2. Oh, the Caitlyn almost getting stunned, but not doing it. Future Way getting first blood, flashing onto the Ahri and igniting. Ahri not blowing any sums. Alawi trying to hold her own in the top lane. A couple CS behind, but getting poked pretty hard since it's melee versus ranged. Braum blocking that Caitlyn headshot. Not that one though. Ooh, Alawi getting hooked up, pushing, or rather pulling, missing a lot of Qs and tentacles. That's unfortunate. Other than that though, full clears coming in from both junglers. Other than Olaf with the Razor Beaks, not really seeming like they're gonna bother with that. Or they're starting to move into it now. Graves gonna finish his Krugs off. Gonna be going top lane. Um, might be setting up for a gank on Swain, but Swain's a little too far behind to get the gank. No, Graves is just gonna go after the Rift Scuttler or go mid. But with Ahri having a ward, oh, Caitlyn hitting another headshot, but the shield blocking it. Swain just getting good damage off on Alawi. Alawi hitting tentacles. Graves coming up. Hitting the W. Graves gonna... Oh, Swain gonna flash. Alawi very low. Probably gonna want to run away from that one. Olaf's gonna pick up that Chilling Smite. Gonna be stealing that move speed. Dueling with the Graves right now. Winning. Hey, hey, there we go. Olaf getting a kill onto the Graves. Swain coming in to try to get that assist, but it's not gonna work out. Braum getting another headshot placed on him. Stepping on those traps. literally just making this Caitlyn so useless. Just steps on the trap, puts up a shield, and doesn't even think twice. Swain gonna be taking a little bit of damage from that test of will, or test of spirit rather. Tentacle's gonna be coming after him. Oh, tentacle missing. He needs to get rid of this one. If he spawns another. Nope. Swain is getting another test of spirit. The tentacle spawning. Is it gonna hit him? Oh, Brian Griffin picking up the kill after the flash Q. Both tentacles hitting on the Swain. Graves picking up the challenging smite. Olaf gonna pick up the pink ward. Probably just gonna place it somewhere good. Other than that, nowhere else is really bagged other than Karma picking up that fiendish codex for the extra CDR. CDR on Karma really turns the tide of a lot of fights in games. Red side is in a lead of 1k or 1.1k. About Ari getting a little too close, I find. Future Way could have no. Future Way's mantra was down. He couldn't have gone on that. Brian Griffin not using teleport, so both top laners still have teleport. No summoners used from bot side for either side. Or jungle, Olaf had used Ghost, I think, to fight the Graves. Throwing out the bubble, and doesn't hit. Just gonna keep poking, though. Brian Griffin just walking around. Gonna miss the E. Olaf coming in after Karma. Gonna pick up the undertow. Gonna hit another axe. Get the true damage off. Ulti. Gonna just... Oh, Ari picking up the Karma. Good stuff. Good, getting some good damage down on both sides. That Alawi Q missing the E. Very surprisingly. That was not in the hitbox. I don't understand, but okay. Alawi taking a lot of damage from that Swain now after picking up the Amp Tome. Olaf's gonna be running around top. Ari coming back to lane. '41 to 49 CS. It's not too bad. The Lost chapter coming in from both sides. Just a lot of dueling and skirmishing going on between the two teams right now. This is a red team up by about 8k, almost. Well, about 10k now, almost 9k. Hitting the E onto Swain again. Just hitting a couple hits onto him, dealing a bit of damage. Since only 20% of that damage is actually transferred to whoever you casted it on. CS difference, Ezreal winning in CS by 10, Karma by almost 20, Graves by some, and Alawi by more. Red team, the red side doing a lot better in terms of farming. Blue side picked a couple good fights. Blue team bot side playing a little safe right now. Caitlyn getting hit by the Q, headshotting the Braum. Gonna put a bit of damage down onto that. Ari getting good, going in, getting snared by Karma. In the turret range, gotta ult out. Ults back in, gets autoed by the Karma and goes down. That's a pretty poorly played fight by Ari, ulting right into the turret. If she didn't take that turret shot, she probably would have won that fight too. Swain gonna ulti on the Alawi gonna hit the Q, but he's just gonna continue to sustain up, just passively. He has out of mana though, unfortunately, but Alawi's low on HP. Graves and Karma coming in through the top. Doesn't look like this is gonna go, but Swain has to flash. Ezreal coming through, just hitting some minions. Braum taking another hit. Oh, getting headshotted twice. He has to jump away. Karma just making sure. Olaf coming in with a ghost and ultimate. Out of nowhere, just going right after the Graves. TP coming in from Alawi. Gonna get snared up. They're probably gonna want to just take this turret. Or kill the... Yep, they might get him. Yep. Just gonna pick up that, Alawi going down, but Karma also getting another kill. It might be going down to this Ahri. But Graves is also here. Ahri has to flash. The snare doesn't land. And they have to back off. Ahri hits a charm. Shut down onto the Karma. She's probably going to be getting this Graves too. Ahri getting the double. Karma's picking up that Morellonomicon to deal with the Olaf and Swain. Ezreal and Braum finally backing after getting over 100 CS on Ezreal. He's just gonna pick up a tier, Sheen, pickaxe, no boots. Oh, and boots of lucidity, just straight off the back. Definitely up in CS on the rest of them. Alawi going in on Swain, just pushing him away, keeps getting hits onto him. Getting the ult onto him, getting a W, and that's a dead Swain. Alawi, unfortunately, needing to flash for that kill, but still getting it. Karma's gonna miss it. Olaf coming in. She can't snare the Olaf because it can't be disabled. Ahri just going straight in. Karma trying to get away, but she probably can't. Olaf's about to hit. Oh, trying to sustain with the empowered W, but she's not gonna make it. The Braum being caught out here, bubbled, getting hit up by the Caitlyn. Ezreal hitting. TP coming in from the Swain. Just gonna jump out of there. Blue team seems to be getting the Cloud Drake, so they can get some extra out of combat move speed. Most likely gonna be pretty good for their team because the Ahri can roam quicker. Ahri missing their abilities. Foxfire still hitting though. And there's the Cloud Drake.
Ezreal flash. Oh my gosh, so bad.
Seems like red team's gonna be mid, trying to just get this turret. They're probably just gonna be able to get it. Not much contest other than 3 coming up, but they're gonna just get it and walk off.
I'm dead.
Ezreal getting some good Q poke onto the Caitlyn. Braum's gonna get the Q onto the Caitlyn, gonna get knocked up, ult ignited, and kill goes to Ezreal. Good stuff. Ahri's gonna pick up the blue buff. Seems like red team's going for the Rift Herald. Olaf's in here though, getting pulled over, ignited. Oh, he's not gonna live. That was a pretty bad idea to continue going in at 3v1. And the Rift Herald buff going over to Alawi. Red team's gonna be trying to get bot side turret. Swain getting the snare onto the Alawi, going ult, getting some good damage off. Alawi's not going to get too far. The sustain doing a lot of damage, and she's down. That's unfortunate for Alawi. The Swain picking up that kill in a 1v1. Alawi overstanding just a little bit, but she's still up CS about 30, 32. Graves is up in CS. Ari's starting to beat Karma in CS. Ezreal's still in most CS in the game currently. Gold difference is about 5k almost between with the extra 5k going in the side of red.
I'm coming. Run to me, Swain, run to me. Oh my god!
Yeah, nothing too much going on. Just more farming up. Uh, so there's been a total of 15 kills so far in this game.
What's going on?
Caitlyn trying to make sure they get all just trapped off. Swain fighting the allowing more. Alawi getting a lot of damage down onto that. Swain running away, but still gonna be hit up. Braum ulti to disengage from the Nami. Nami ulti hitting Braum, but missing the Ezreal. Ezreal flash. The Alawi TPing into the bot lane. She's gonna get snared. Pulls the Caitlyn over, and bam. Oh, Graves getting caught out by Olaf and Ari. Getting hit by everything almost. Oh, Nami just getting hit once and dying. Graves picking up the kill onto Ari. Olaf's gonna ghost out of that fight. Caitlyn getting hit up again. She nope. Getting barely getting away. Olaf not gonna make this one alive. And that's fuck. That's 3 kills for red team in that fight. And they're also gonna be getting the bot lane turret. Blue team no turrets and down almost 10k gold already. Just gonna 5-man bot as it is currently a 5v3. Nami gonna bubble the minions. They're gonna get half of this turret's HP, or just gonna get the turret and back off. Karma gonna speed them up out of there. This is being played pretty pretty smartly by red team. Pretty good rotations. Swain's all alone in the top lane though. There's not much damage on the turret, so I don't see why they would be upset about him being top lane. Nami just gonna clear out a couple wards if she can find all of them. Alawi coming right back top with that Death's Dance. That's going to be quite a bit of sustain for
Just bad tapping.
her. Ezreal finishing the Frozen Fist. Finishing his Manamune. Without Alawi, now that she has Merc Treads and a Spectre's Cowl, not even going to take much damage from this Swain. Unless she gets caught up like that. She's taking a bit of damage. Ults them. Swain taking quite a bit of damage. She's sustaining so much. Nami's there too. 3 top. Swain almost dying, but not quite. Well played by blue team. Focusing on the Swain after that. They're going to be trying to get top turret so that they can get into the game just a little bit. Caitlyn mid with Ari. About to get the turret. Braum ulting. Trying to get the Swain, but I don't think that's going to work. That wasn't a very good idea. Ari killing the Graves. Karma top getting a double kill on the Nami and Swain, chasing down the Olaf, but that's not going to work out too well, and they successfully defend the top side turret. Well played by red team, especially now that Ezreal's in the bot lane trying to get this inhibitor. But now that Ari's coming, that's going to be it might be a little tougher for him. She doesn't have ult, so, which is very good for Ezreal. He just has to, yep, dodge the charm. Olaf's coming. You might be in a little bit of trouble now. Can't quite get that inhib. Unlucky. Gonna just steal away those Krugs and prep for Dragon, or for Cloud Dragon number 2. Gonna get that 30 base out of combat move speed. It's a little less than a free pair of tier 1 boots. Both of Nami's ghosts just gonna get caught up right there. Finding a pink ward, just gonna take that one out. Caitlyn hitting the Q on the Karma. Not able to shield it since he didn't see it. Caitlyn maxing traps, other than Q. They're gonna pick the red buff up for the Ezreal. Caitlyn getting a bit of harass onto Graves. Oh, Rom getting caught out in the bot lane. Getting Olaf just gonna run away from that one. Just gonna ult. Red team seems to be going back bot lane. Braum hitting them with a Q. Swain has to flash, but still gets hit by the Braum Q. Braum ultimates, Nami ult hits, but Swain is dead. Future Way missing the Q. Ezreal ult, not gonna hit anybody. Undertow hitting 3 members of red team. Ari gonna take quite a bit of damage actually from that. Oh, Future Way just picking up Nami after following up on the Braum Q. They're gonna pick up 3 kills here and then inhib. Oh, they're going for the turret. They might not be able to. They don't have that. Oh, the minions are now back, but they might have to back off now. Swain's back up. It's 5-man bot. They're trying to end the game, but I don't think that they'll be able to. There's a lot of damage going down. Swain just dies. Ultimate's down on Alawi, and not good. They're gonna miss. They're gonna miss the Caitlyn. And another 2 for blue side dead. Caitlyn trying to duel the Graves. Graves? Oh, Olaf coming in with Ghost, Home Guard, and his ultimate. Caitlyn ulting the Graves. Might go down here. Graves just barely getting out of the Caitlyn Q. Future Way gonna be doing a lot more damage to that. And Caitlyn gonna run out. Ooh, Graves gonna overextend just a little too much and get knocked off by the Olaf and the Nami. Red team having a bit of a throw there, but still in control of this game. Ezreal and Braum seem to be rotating topside. Probably going to be trying to push that and get that turret so that they have all inhib turrets open. Caitlyn gonna just go up, try to stop that. Braum coming in from behind, gonna Q on the Caitlyn, but that's not gonna change anything. Caitlyn's down. Swain gonna just sustain up, not gonna do too much in that fight. Olaf coming in, but not gonna do anything. Ari's there too, and Nami. Red team might want to back off if Karma can't do anything. Karma gets hit by the charm, gets snared by the Swain, and just takes so much damage. The face of the mountain really saving that Karma. Karma gonna sustain with an empowered W off of a jungle creep. Ezreal gonna take that Gromp away. It's currently 10 to 20, 46k to 35k. Gold, 35k on blue side, 47k on red side. Seven turrets and a cloud dragon on the side of red, and 0 turrets and a cloud drake on the side of blue. Swain's almost got his rod fully stacked, but snaring the... Oh, Ari just picking up the Karma. Blue team picking a very good fight here. They're all focusing the Olaf, but that ultimate from Alawi does very good. And unfortunately, she also goes down, but so does the... Oh, red team getting aced here, picking the wrong fight. That's a 5 for 2 inside of blue. That's very good for blue team.
Oh shoot, I forgot to log myself up before I was talking about this. Oh yeah, can we do that? Thank you. Okay, let's talk. Let's go inside.
Red team going to be going for the Baron here, just after quickly regrouping from that lost fight, but it seems like they're going to pick this up. Blue team's not close enough to take it. Red team successfully picking up that Baron. They're going to be going straight down middle. That is a big Karma Shield coming in. Very big Karma Shield. Karma just going to be hitting all these Qs, just doing so much damage. Not that one, though. And not going to hit that E. Going to hit that one, though. Not going to do too much damage since the Spirit Visage on the Swain. Alawi trying to pull out the E, but not going to hit it. They're going to be rotating bot for this inhibitor, but just a little bit of damage coming out, not too much onto the Olaf. Swain getting caught out, getting Braum ulted and ultimate coming down from Alawi, not hitting anybody. Swain just sustaining so much and dies. Olaf getting out of the fight. Oh, Olaf getting hit up by that though. By the Alawi E. Karma not gonna be hitting that, but the shield's definitely changing the fight. Karma gonna be picking up that. Ooh. Olaf chasing the Karma, and there goes the Ari. And that'll be game. GG to red side.